I just wanted to make this as a quick addendum, just clarify a few things because I saw that Kieran Dunbarach, who you should definitely check out his YouTube channel. He's far better at explaining these things than I am, and he's a thorough researcher. I only do this whenever I have a bit of time set aside, and I might focus on it properly, maybe in the new year, maybe if I get the chance. And yeah, just so as I said in the video, I can't vouch for the verity of the figures that are described in that report. It's an MNOW or something, I think it was, or a Tuariscion or something like that was included as part of the a report issued on the 1956 census, which was published in 1961. So, and some people will maybe reference Patrick Lindsay and Lindsay's Gaeltachts, where he included areas that were not really Gaeltachts, but for political expediency, he did so for me. Yeah, and there's a very, there's some areas like Perturlan where even older speakers can't remember any Irish being spoken there, and there's an apocryphal story of him standing outside the church in Perturlan and speaking Irish, and the local Perturlan people, one of the local parishioners comes out and says, you and you're out Irish, you're stop you're out Irish, and he says, actually you Perturlan people, you hardly speak English or Irish, so because they're their own unique dialect of English as well, which is another thing that's dying in Ireland. Our dialects of English are dying, unfortunately, but that's maybe for another video. But it's hard to get good data. There certainly were areas which were Brachlatukti where the language has really died off fairly quickly, fairly swiftly, like places like Pullatomas. I remember speaking to one or two speakers from around there, and their Irish is much more similar to Rossport, which had the Orcleal like they do in Donegal, that like Ubui and A and Lahashawohai and like that, as opposed to the kind of that sound that you get in Carthaig, like Godbush Age, and yeah, so unfortunately, I think mostly McAndrews from around there. Unfortunately, that those dialects were tied off, and there's recording from UCT of a guy called Michael Onyachtan, who was from Beljarrig and who fought in 1916 Rising, I think, or or the War of Independence, not the Rising, the War of Independence, which if I can find the link for it, I'll put it under this video. But yeah, something that's quite interesting in the same little book, which you can get on shuppa.ie, is the amount of students getting the amount of children getting the £5 grant, and in Mayo, which was the old Shgame North Gaeilge, which they were kind of arguing to try and bring back, in Mayo it was 3,050, and in Kerry it was 2,867, which kind of shows, if you were to do it again today, I don't think there'd be many getting it, unfortunately.